Yeah, I think we might need a better producer. I think Tom is cunt of the week. I vote for Tom. Who do you think cunt of the week, Tom?
I think it's piss cancer, man. So it's a draw. So
It's a draw! All of this was pointless because we all think different people are cunts. Therefore, it's a draw.
We do have a problem with this. Any feature we have, we just mug it off. Any sponsor we get, we mug it off. Anything anyone sends us in, we cut it off.
It's so toxic. It's the most toxic podcast. Warning, the following podcast contains extreme themes and language and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello and welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob and Mulholland, little not gay Tom, and him, a big fat cunt. How you doing, mate?
Here's the answer to that.
What even was that?
I had a rough start to 2024.
Right.
I got on the wrong side of the most obnoxious people on Twitter.
What, Adam Rowe?
No. I caught the ire of shed wankers.
Oh, God, yeah. I sent this link in an email because this was... I haven't even read the whole thread because I thought I'd save it for myself. I just saw that you were getting shit on the internet. I was like, I'll enjoy that soon.
So basically, I had to turn comments off because people were that upset. Because I thought, how can I piss off all of these people at once?
Yeah.
And I went, ha, boop, like that.
Yeah, but like I always like there's a certain number of like retweets where like I just mute the conversation. I'm like, you can have your argument by yourselves. I'm out, you know. It's
So basically, I retweeted something from a Twitter account called Pints of Beauty.
Yeah, which you know is only followed by the most dar of all dars. It's like if you're following a Twitter account going, "Whoa, look at that pint,"
And,
you know, come on, you know that is a miserable Top Gear Brexit cunt already. You know their whole life. The only album they own is like a soundtrack for Bond films.
Yeah. Well, look, right. Can you describe to me what you are seeing in those four pictures? Just be honest.
Yeah. Well, like what it is, it's a little shed that someone's got their home pub in. And like, what's really sickening about this one is it's based around Mansfield Town. And you'll know from being there, Freddie, that I fucking hate Mansfield Town.
Oh, yeah, because that's the gig.
Died on my ass at Mansfield Town. It was a fucking horrible gig. Full of thick cunts, so they can fuck off. So that annoyed me extra, that it was specifically Mansfield.
First time we ever met was at that gig, and he died on his fucking...
Yeah.
And I'd heard he was quite good, and he died on his fucking... Just 15 minutes of just Mansfieldians just staring at him.
Yeah, like 12 of them sat around a conference table, to be clear. It wasn't like I was going to the fucking comedy store on a Friday night, you know. Anyway, fuck Mansfield.
That little thing there, those little pubs, home pubs, in inverted fucking commas, that are just sheds at the bottom of the garden.
Yeah, it's a subset of the man cave.
Yeah, well, I find any man cave thing a bit sad.
I find the term cringe as fuck.
Yeah,
that is weird.
Anything man cave, for me, I go, oh, God, really?
Yeah.
You need your own little place, do you? Or you're hanging up a football shirt on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me go, ugh, you know what I mean?
It does feel like it's definitely, there is a wife somewhere going, all your shit can go in the shed.
Yeah. My problem with it is the implication with a man cave is that other men are to be shown around it and be impressed at what you have.
Right. Yeah.
And that cringes me the fuck out.
This is the life you could have if you were a winner like me.
Exactly.
You get your own room.
Yeah, not a room, wooden shack in the garden.
Exactly.
That is not insulated.
Now,
That is-
now, I will say this, right? Some man caves, quote unquote man caves, are quite nice. When you've got a space, if you're spending maybe like 40 grand.
Those ones
on
that are on
one.
like, you know, like MTV Cribs or something.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
Americans do man caves better.
Yeah.
However, I've got 3 grand on a credit card and I'm going to try my hardest to turn this into a pub look.
Yeah.
I just find sad as fuck. So when it's like this,
It's a manifestation of a drinking problem.
it's a literal shed. It's
Yeah.
a wooden
non-insulated. I can't overemphasize how not insulated that is. There is double glazing in it that is doing nothing because the heat is leaving through the walls.
When you are drinking in a little wooden box
and you're
on your own,
this is the life.
in the end of your garden, I just find it so cringeworthy. I just don't like it. Right?
Just go to the pub.
This is it. This is it.
No, but this is someone who was going to the pub all the time, but then like it was a problem, and then they've had an argument, and they'll be like, right, I'll just have one in the garden. It's just like it's a dad with a fucking people carrier who wants to have a Porsche. You know,
Yeah.
it's that thing.
They're always on those. They're always on new estates.
Yeah. And there's like new builds.
Look, this one is on a
That's
new
the thing.
build
There
estate.
won't be a corner pub. That's the thing. It'll be a modern new build Barratt Home estate, and there won't be a corner pub because it's all just these horrible houses.
The pub will have like
Horrible houses. I am moving to a Barratt home in 4 months.
I know, because you have a disgusting taste. And I'm going to delight in going around.
I also don't have a rich middle-class girlfriend that can bump up my fucking mortgage for me.
You can't have a pub shed because you don't drink, so you'll have to have a Greg shed.
It's going to have a little drive-through Mackey's that isn't like made. His missus is going to go sit inside it in a little paper hat and go, do you want chips again?
It's going to be me, one of those Fisher-Price cars. Right, so anyway, this specific type of quote-unquote man cave that's a sad little shed at the end of the garden, I just think is shit.
Like,
because
the quality of memorabilia in here is so bad as well. It's just 2 shirts.
I know. So here's the thing, right, is you're supposed to, as a man, come to this with the same ooh and ah enthusiasm as if it was a 50 grand MTV Cribs thing. You're supposed to be bowled away by it, and it's just a shed.
Also, this is very poorly laid out. Look where his TV is.
Yeah.
And look where the table and chairs are.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Terrible.
you can't
Nobody
watch
can
that.
see the TV.
Also, you've designed your own place. Why have you got such uncomfortable stools?
Yeah.
Why don't you just have like a sofa?
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's that barrel? What's that barrel
barrel
for?
doing? What's it doing?
Anyway, close it off, right? So I put, late at night, I can't be the only person that thinks stuff like this is the saddest thing in the world. Screams of a loveless marriage existing only because of mutual understanding between both parties that they are financially trapped with one another until death.
So basically, it's sad for you because it's a glimpse into your future.
Yeah, well, right. This is because it does seem a bit like that, doesn't it? Like,
100%, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to drink in the garden then. That's a happy compromise.
It's never a couple who've made one together. Because sometimes, like, old working class couples in a council house would have, like, a bar in the corner of the living room, and they'd be the best people on earth. You'd go around their house, it's a scream. They're going to make you a snowball, you're going to have a great time.
Well,
but that's them doing it together. This is a bloke going, you fucking stay in there.
Well, my tweet, which started out as that little tiny pub at the end of the garden in a shed is a bit sad and I don't like it. Suddenly, Twitter decided to interpret that as men having hobbies is pathetic. So
Hobbies are gay.
every man that's ever had, so we're not allowed to have hobbies now, are we? No. And I'm like, since when is sitting in a box drinking Carling a hobby?
Yeah. It's really stretching the definition of a fucking hobby. It's a problem, is what it is.
There was another thing that a lot of people were shouting at as well. Oh, right. So it pissed off the Dars who were like, you're saying that I don't love my wife because I'm sat in my little box doing my hobby.
A bit.
So
is your wife allowed
No,
in?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she doesn't love you.
Well, I also pissed off feminists somehow because they were like,
Quinn's at it again.
No,
Was there a picture of you in this tweet?
Because they were like, do you mean to tell me that women aren't allowed in? How do you know that women can't come in? And I felt like saying, because if they're both drinking in the little box in the fucking shed in the garden, why don't they just drink in the fucking living room?
This is it. If they're doing it together, you do it in the house on your comfortable sofa.
Why would you go from your nice, comfortable sofa with the TV right in front of you and the cans in the fridge? Why would you stand up, take them outside, and sit in the stool in the garden?
Darling, the Mansfield Town game is about to begin. Would you like to leave the sofa and come join me on a rickety stool in a shitty shed?
Make the most of this January morning.
What woman wouldn't be swept off her feet by such an offer? My God, what other League Two team are we playing today?
So, I got those people really upset as well.
Somehow you'll have pissed off the Muslims. I don't know
Right.
how.
What? Well, the fact that it's a pub,
Yeah.
innit? But the one that got me the most, which I think is really funny, is a woman that said it screams of classism. So she was like, screams of classism for having a go at the working class, for having the... And the thing is it's like, it's not working class
exactly.
to have a $4,000 shed in the
Exactly.
garden.
This is a middle
that
class
you've
as
turned
fuck.
into a pub. This is middle class aspirational.
This is what this is, though, is like, it's the sort of people who think they're working class still, because, like, maybe their parents were. But if you live on a new build estate in your fucking semi-detached massive house with, like, a huge garden and a pub in it...
It's the most middle class
You're
thing
not middle
going.
class anymore.
It's the most middle class thing going. It's up there with pizza ovens and
It's
fucking...
lower middle class. It's new money middle class. It's
yeah.
not, like, classy, but it is middle class.
Yeah. It's pizza ovens and it's fucking electric cars.
Yeah.
That three fucking... trifecta.
I don't know. I feel this is a bit Fiat 500 Range Rover-y. It's a bit grey Range Rover. Everything in your house is grey. Live, laugh, lovey. Loves Peaky Blinders.
Peaky
XL
Blind,
Bully.
very Peaky
It's
Blind.
that.
Yeah.
It's also in that sort of
not
world
XL,
as well.
not XL Bully, Frenchie.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you're in that region definitely. There's a lot of like plastic plants in that garden. That grass is not real. It's like that.
His missus takes pictures of Christmas and birthdays and all their presents, and she puts "Boy Done Good" in the captions.
Yeah. It's matching pajamas on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Oh, I saw a lot of those this time round.
I saw a few soldiers falling.
Oh my!
It's such a sad day when you see one of your mates be got with that. You're like, bro.
Yeah. They've obviously been talked into. It happens a lot with people who've got kids.
Yeah.
Well, I respect a lot more the one where it's the mum and the two kids in the pajamas, and the dad's just sat in his truck.
pants.
He's like,
fucking can of Red Label.
yeah.
He's not in the picture because he's in his pub shed.
So anyway, have a look at some of the comments. People went fucking mental.
Because like, the thing is,
I didn't help it by putting a tweet underneath to saying, "Christ, I've really upset some man cave wankers with this one."
But like, the thing is, like, I'm at our house. I'm converting the garage into my office. But like, my missus once jokingly referred to it as a man cave, and I went, "No, you must never
What,
do
did
that."
you hit her on the head with a rolled up newspaper like a dog?
No, but I was just like, "No, it's not a man cave. It's not that. It's my office."
Some guy made a comment here, and it's true. He says, "My mate has one and insists on every World Cup Euro that we visit, and I hate it."
Get a new mate.
No, but I can totally see how the only reason that man cave exists for that mate is to bring people round on that day. And now you feel obligated to go and go, isn't this amazing?
Sit on that little stool and watch Germany play Sweden like this. It sounds fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It sounds really shit. If you're making one of these and you're inviting your mates around, you've got a duty to make it sick. Like, there is a way this could be like fun, but I think it's got to be more like a tiki bar in your garden, like an open thing.
Do you know
It's got to be a lot bigger than a shed.
Well, it's got to be like open so you can hang out in the garden. Not like confining you into that little thing.
Well, you're quite good with, interior design and making things good. What we really want is a man cave built by me.
Like a Homer Simpson spice rack equivalent.
Because I am so, fuck it, that's good enough, leave it.
Oh, 100%.
I think you buy a Wendy house and just put your head in it.
Yeah.
Wear it a hat.
There'd just be a telly next to a box that has a shed in.
You would watch the telly through your window.
You just go around his house. He'd be sat on the grass, just watching a telly with an extension cable coming out of the kitchen, just next to some wood that isn't a shed. Yeah.
Right, okay, I'll have a read of some of these comments because the retweets are even worse.
This is one from Nick Jackson. Had one at the bottom of my garden in my old house. Healthy marriage. I just disappeared when the NFL was on every Sunday night. Wifey.
Red flag.
That's it. People who say wifey, they can fuck off.
I don't.
If anyone says wifey to me once, I'm only speaking to you if I'm forced.
I'll give you a caveat. If you're on the northwest coast of Scotland, that's how they refer to women in general. And it's very misogynistic, and therefore I like it.
I don't go there.
I don't mind, but a lot of the retweets were where it was.
Get into the quote tweets, mate.
The quote tweets.
Yep. Do you know how to do that?
Yes. Let me do it.
It won't let you do it. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? It won't let you. Yeah, it's probably in there. Yeah. Let's see how long it takes him to find these quote tweets.
Yeah, I do know. I found it. Stay away.
We definitely do need some Tom is trying to do something on the internet music.
I did
it straight away.
Keep going down because there's some funny ones. You're going too fast to read
Okay.
these.
You tell me when to stop.
Well, I can't read them either. Oh yeah, look. Here's a great one from Ellie. You realise you're allowed to have separate spaces from your spouse, right? Like if they want a space for themselves and their hobbies, that's not a sign of a loveless marriage, lamau.
It is if the hobby is drinking and watching the telly.
And it is if you're doing it in the garden.
Yeah.
like go upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the garden does make it sadder.
Yeah.
Like,
The fact that you've had to build a shed to drink in is sad.
I did.
All man caves is sad. They're all various degrees of shite. I've never seen one where I've gone, I'm jealous of him.
Yeah.
Apart from the great ones, apart from the 50k ones, but in that case, I'd be like, I'd rather just have the money.
Yeah, and then I'm never that jealous of them because they've always got a sad life in a big house.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
people.
yeah.
It's always like, there is something, I don't know, it's just a little,
There are times though when I don't want to watch the same thing as my wife. Like you, I
100%.
just go in another room.
yeah.
But maybe they haven't got the other room, so they've had to build this
But
extra
this is
room.
it. That's the practical nature of it. It's more like the low level of the aspiration where they're like, a dartboard in a shed. That's the sort of thing that makes it a little bit sad. It's just being like delighted with such a low level.
But you
of-
could very easily put a TV in your bedroom and
Yeah.
watch telly in bed.
Yeah, I'm
then-
against that though. I hate watching TV.
But then you wouldn't be able to do it next to a Mansfield Town shirt, Freddie.
Yeah, but then where would the barrel go?
She sat next to me.
Hey!
Oi, oi!
Oi, oi.
Like, I definitely think there is a way for these not to be sad. I think the Mansfield Town one is a perfect example of a sad one. Is a thing,
Yeah.
And also, people need to I love that one starts there with "calm down, mate." Like you were sat at home going, "Fucking shit."
Yeah,
it's
I honestly, I
you're taking the
just
piss of
said,
it.
I just look at this fucking cunt here, Mike Jennings, you fucking knobhead.
That's at Mike Jennings.
No, it's Mike. Fuck it, tweet him. No,
yeah.
don't.
Enemy of the pod.
Enemy of the
believe
pod.
him.
Put that up on screen,
Editors,
please.
editors,
On
bleep that
screen. Editors, please put it on screen.
Today I learned that people having hobbies and couples having their own spaces equals a loveless marriage. It's like, that's not what I said at all, you little prick.
Yeah, well, it's the only way Mike's going to learn anything about a marriage, you little fucking incel virgin.
But yeah, that's what
It's
people...
so mad, the difference between how you intend things and how people take them on the internet, innit? Like, whenever you try and go on the internet and go, here's a little joke, people go like, is this a manifesto, you cunt?
This was another one as well. Somebody put, I can't be the only person that thinks people like Freddy are pricks for not letting people just enjoy things.
I mean, he's half right.
No, I'm saying, go and enjoy it. I just think it's shit.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I think it's rubbish.
You're not campaigning for them to be illegal.
Yeah.
You're not firebombing their sheds. You're not like going around booting them out. Get out of here, you sad prick. Get back inside and talk to your missus.
What a pathetic suicide bombing that. Oh, midget suicide bombers. That's what they do. They blow up sheds. Man caves. It's like the,
Shed 77.
it's like the midget IRA. They go after man cave pubs.
I'm just picturing their head firing through walls like a cannonball. If you put explosives under one.
Yeah, got a little backpack full of bangers. So yeah, if you keep scrolling down, there's loads like this. Loads like this that just get fucking people who got so...
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Well, the ladies in the
Really?
fucking house. So yeah, he's just...
It's just, you know what? It's people saying the same thing over and over again, which is exactly what you'd expect from these people.
Yeah. People got so upset. Well, you're talking hundreds of retweets. People going mad. That got over 2,000 likes though, so I kind of feel like I'm in the right.
Yeah.
Look. Here you go. This is where the women
I don't
start
think
off.
likes and retweets are a good way to judge whether something's correct. I think
This
that's probably not a great metric.
This is where the fucking feminists started kicking off. Who says you can't enjoy a pint and the football with the missus/mister/your partner? Women, men, non-binary people, all love footy.
Yeah,
They
you
might
can't-
love it, but they don't understand it.
Yeah. No.
Also, not good at it.
They are correct. You can't move for non-binary people at Ellen Rhodes. Honestly, every time I go, I'm like, can you sit down with your blue hair and your nose piercing,
Yeah.
Scarlet,
Hey,
and you...
Excuse me, pal.
Fox.
Excuse me, pal, but my pronouns are E up.
And like, it is true, but, it skews away, and
Yeah.
This Do you think that bloke with the Mansfield do you think that's a non-binary person? Has that Mansfield Town shed?
Yeah. I mean,
Welcome to the Mansfield Town shed. My pronouns are they, them.
also as well, if it was, they'd have them daft flags everywhere.
It'd be covered in like anime posters and like there'd be a furry tail on the wall and like
It certainly wouldn't be called Mansfield.
yeah, exactly. And it wouldn't be called a man cave.
Mansfield Town.
Yeah.
Welcome to my them cave.
And that's a good point. You can't go on about sexism when they're called man caves.
Exactly. They're very much like,
But I found it absolutely mental that me just going, I think a little shed in the garden to watch football and drinking is pathetic and sad. And fucking hundreds of thousands of people got upset.
you're
by it.
formalising hiding behind the bins having a fag. That's what you're doing, isn't it? You've built a whole building dedicated to hiding from your family. That's what you're saying, isn't it? That's what makes it like a little bit sad when you have to be like, no, you will go away and I'll sit in here for a minute. And this is mine. It just feels like a bloke whose entire life has become his family and he wants, I just want one little bit for me.
Yeah.
But also, have you? I assume you've been in one of these pub sheds at some point in your life.
I'm trying to think if
I don't think I ever have. I think I've always had
I've been in a
reason to.
few. I've been in a few.
Yeah.
And every time I think,
Oh
wow,
no, I've been in one.
Every time I think, wow, this is shit. But every time I go, oh, this is class, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
No one ever says their shit to these people.
Because
Tell you what,
the
there is-
whole point that they exist, the whole reason is for people to go, oh yeah, you've done really well. This is amazing. It's like it's peacocking. It's peacocking, and occasionally you'll have you'll have a drink in there.
There
You'll
is
use
one
it.
I want to go in that I haven't. John Richardson's got one in his garden, but John's dead rich, so it's sick.
Oh yeah, it'll be fucking
Yeah.
again.
And it's full of actually great
if
Leeds
you're-
United memorabilia.
if you're
like-
It's called the Dog and Bastard.
Yeah.
It's a great name for
great
it.
name.
If you're dead
John's
rich,
sick, that'd be good.
If you're dead rich, then yeah, they're going to be class.
But-
I'm not saying that, but that's
if
the
you're
same
not,
with
stop
anything.
having aspirations. All right. If you're not rich, just give up. Kill yourself.
I'm
My
totally on
God.
board with that. I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm totally on board with that.
At what earning threshold would you suggest people kill themselves?
Well, not suggest kill themselves. Oh, the earning threshold. I think if you're as an adult, I'd say under 18k, you've got to think
Under
about it.
18k, got to consider it.
You've got to, haven't you?
I think if you can't get a mortgage at 40,
Right.
dead.
Okay.
You probably won't be able to get a mortgage at 40.
Yeah.
Like, if you hadn't
I wouldn't be able to get a mortgage by the time I'm 40.
Good.
And also, for about 10 years of my life, I would have had to kill myself under your metric. And like, according to my tax return, I still should.
Oh yeah, same. Same. In fact, for me, this is the first year that I've declared not killing myself.
Every now and again, it looks like I'm going to have to declare not killing myself, and I go, oof, we'll adjust that down a bit.
But it is
Imagine-
accurate, your tax return, isn't it? Just for everyone watching.
Absolutely.
Right. Very quickly though, like you can declare bankruptcy.
Yeah.
You should be able to just declare suicide.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Like,
no, but
just,
oh, right. Here's another
What do you
thing.
mean
Oh,
declare?
no,
it.
don't move off that. Don't
no,
move off that.
I'm not moving off this. Right.
You
So
declare
so
suicide.
one of the
So you
people.
tell HMRC that you've killed yourself,
no,
but you've not.
no. Like you're gonna. So you go. Listen, right. I've not earned enough. I'm just gonna fucking kill myself.
Just do it. Stop telling me.
right.
Do it.
So. One of the people who got upset about this, I can't find it. You'll never find it because there's fucking loads of them that got mad, right? One of them in their bio, because sometimes when people fucking have a go at me online, I have a look at their face and their bio, and I'm like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
One of them,
I saw you proper get into it with a couple of people.
in their bio, one of them said suicide survivor. I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's no, that's not possible.
I think
Suicide failure.
yeah, exactly. Suicide
Yeah.
failure.
That's on you.
Yeah. What do you mean you survived suicide? It's not suicide, then, is it? You fucking.
I will only
I'm going to
take
survive
it.
suicide right now.
Yeah.
Oh, suicide survivor.
I will take it if you died technically and they brought you back to life. Say they resuscitated you once you died.
But
I would then take it.
also,
maybe.
you got to come back and be like a vegetable. So you got to come back and be.
So you could survive too well, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because if you survive, if you go to kill yourself, look, if you go to kill yourself by swallowing loads of pills and they revive you when all the pills come out and you're absolutely fine.
Yeah.
That's not the same as if you jump off a bridge and they scrape you off the ground
Right.
and then like you're technically alive, but you're like, nah.
Fundamentally changed.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what a survivor. What was that, Sam?
It was the Survivor song, but from a monk.
Jesus Christ.
Someone who's had a bad head injury.
Every once in a while, I just have a vision of that clip going viral.
Yeah.
And it's you going, meh, meh, meh.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me?
No, it's all on him.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah,
on
it's
him.
me, that one.
Yeah.
Clip
And
that up.
do you know what? You could do that. We could clip that up. We could put it online, and you still wouldn't get as much shit as me saying I don't like sheds.
It's because I got a happy cheeky face.
I never said that you can't have one.
Yeah.
I didn't say no one else should have one. I said I think they're sad.
Yeah.
And everyone was so mad.
Yeah, it's just that there is a way for them not to be sad. This is the thing. There is a very specific subset of them, which is this one, which is the thing for just the bloke to sit in by themselves. Having a bar at home, like we said, can be fun.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the fact that it's exclusionary and going, no, this is just for dad. This is the one bit I get, and it's the shed.
I don't get it. I don't get the man cave thing.
Yeah.
I might get it if I had kids.
You own the whole house, mate.
Yeah.
Put the kids in the shed.
Yeah, get a Wendy house.
Who paid for the gaff? Like, it's so mad to spend 300 grand on a house and then have to sit in the shed.
Because
so insane.
here's the problem.
You go 40 hours a week work and you still don't get to be allowed in the house.
Here's the problem: do you want to see my child cave? It has a different ring to it.
No, but for them, it's a playhouse. It's an adorable thing that they
Do
love.
you know what? I used to be mates with a guy called Jonathan, Johnny. Anyway,
Any of those?
yeah,
Literally all the same name.
yeah,
But Jonathan.
He
No
was
normal,
funny.
but normal people aren't called Jonathan. They're called John or Johnny.
Jonathan
Anyway.
Creek.
He
Weirdo.
was well, and he wasn't normal, was he?
Yeah.
So
I've said it before. If you did long name, Tory. That's it.
Not. There's got to be some non-Tory long names.
Mohammed.
Yeah.
It's a long name.
Uh-huh.
Don't get any Mohammed Tories, do you?
Yeah.
No.
You
is the
do,
answer.
actually. You do. You get some. Like,
You probably
Muslim
do,
Tories
yeah?
now,
I don't know all the Tories.
How racist of you to think that Muslims can't be Tory?
Okay, fine. I just thought better of them than that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Of them.
Yeah.
You thought they were just one homogenous blob that you thought better of, and you think that's less racist.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So
Tell us some more of your thoughts about the Muslim community,
So,
Freddie. That
no.
normally goes so well.
So anyway, what was I saying? Right. So he used to have his family grew up, and they were like the richest ones of like people that I knew. Right.
Yeah.
And they would like
He's got 30 quid.
they were noticeably rich in that they had like more than one car, and the car was nice, and like they had a nice kitchen and a big American fridge. Do you know what I mean? Like they were doing what I think Dad was like an accountant or something like decent. Mum, funnily enough, now is a Tory politician.
There you go.
Muslim. No, she's not. No, she's called Mohammed. So anyway, right. They had a playroom for the kids, and they had like their own. I think they called like a den or something.
Yeah.
And that was just for the kids. And then that way, that's exactly what they did. What you said, just localize them to one bit of the house that's theirs.
If you've got a big house, like, I've, like that's the fucking move.
Done, very clever, very
Yeah.
fucking smart.
But like, do that here. Just have a kid shed. But they don't want that. That's the thing. The man shed guys want the space for themselves away from their family.
Yeah.
Because they are white knuckling every day. Just
Yeah.
every day they're just like, just don't leave. Just don't leave. It smacks of
if
that.
only your dad had a man shed. Just a load of fucking paramilitary uniforms on the wall.
Yeah.
Rob's dad's man shed is everywhere in Britain apart from Rob's house.
He'd have like a man foxhole.
Get out my man trench. Man trench is a funny name for anus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny name for bumhole.
Yeah, that's probably what you call it, because you're gay.
Right, yeah. So anyway, I really upset people. And do you know what? I'm in the mood for throwing out controversial opinions. So here's another one that's going to upset exactly the same types of people.
Right.
Darts is shit.
Oh, no. You shut your filthy mouth. Darts is fucking class.
No, it isn't.
Darts is the best.
No, it's not.
Did you watch it yesterday? Was one of the best bits of sport I've ever seen.
Oh, really, was it? Did some fat men throw some darts at the
No,
wall?
this time a fat child did it.
Well, it was actually the match before that.
Right.
Someone was 4-0 up. It was first of 5 sets. They got it back and beat him 5-4. It was incredible. It nearly went to a tie break, the last one as well. It was amazing.
Yeah. all right. It's not as good as Leicester winning the Premier League, is it? It's not as good as the Aguero goal winning the Premier League at the end.
It was
No,
a
it's
good match.
not as good
as a singular match.
It's not as good as the Super Bowl a couple of years ago when
not
they
as good
overturned
as,
a 25-point deficit.
Nadal versus Federer, the
Yeah,
Wimbledon
it's not as good as
final.
I said it was
It's
one
not
of
as
the
good as
best
the
things I've ever seen. I've not
as
seen
good
all
as
of
the
those.
2005 Ashes. It wasn't as good as that.
Oh, cricket's gay.
No. Right. Okay. So the whole thing. Let's talk about Luke Littler.
Yeah.
So the 16-year-old darts phenomenon.
Freddie's Benjamin Button doppelganger, essentially.
The 16-year-old darts phenomenon who has gone viral basically because he looks like shit for a 16-year-old.
Yeah, he looks like a 40-year-old welder.
yeah. So that's the only reason that anyone
He looks
cares.
like-
I think also because he's probably going to be a world champion at 16.
No, I know,
It's
but
a big
if
part.
he
of it.
Yeah,
looks,
but like
if
it's
he
also,
looked like a 16-year-old, no one would care.
before
They
he
definitely
before he was that good, that right at the start of the tournament, people were like, "Look at this kid who looks like he's got a man cave in his garden." It's
Yeah,
like you know,
yeah,
people
yeah.
started off like that before he was, and then now people.
But it was
are
also
like,
because he was doing
"Whoa."
very well.
Sure, but it was before when he qualified. People were like, "Fuck, this kid's qualified," and look at him. You know, people didn't know he was going to be this much of a phenomenon. The story was just he's in the tournament, and look at him. You know,
Right,
that
yeah,
already
maybe.
was the thing.
Yeah.
Twitter was like, "Fucking hell."
Do you see something that Andy Goldstein tweeted? And he put, I think he's the greatest 16-year-old sportsman ever.
I think
Right.
comparatively in his field, if he wins a world championship,
No,
probably,
but
maybe near that.
But it's darts.
Ronnie O'Sullivan?
Yeah, but he didn't win until he was 17.
You can't
Oh,
be.
what a cunt!
You
But that's
can't
the whole
be-
point. He was a 16-year-old. Like, there's not many 16-year-old world champions.
I honestly
but also
think.
darts is the shit sport.
I honestly think darts is the shittest sport you can possibly have. To the point where I don't actually think it's a sport. I think it's
is a sport.
drinking with a side attraction.
Alcohol is actually banned in darts, like for the players. They're not allowed to do it because it's a performance-enhancing drug.
Alcohol is banned for the players.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that does make it a legitimate sport then,
well,
doesn't
you
it?
just said it was drinking
What?
with whatever.
Yeah, for the fucking crowd.
Oh, I thought you meant because it used to have a reputation of the players would always be pissed, but you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, but name one other sport where you could have done that.
Yeah, no other sport has to tell their sports people not to be pissed.
Football, you could probably drink in football.
Yeah,
but it's not performance enhancing.
But it's the only one where they have to go, lads, can you not be pissed?
It's actually quite a lot. It's actually quite a lot. It's,
Like, if you turn up at the Football World Cup final, you don't have to go, Messi, get that down your hand.
And here we see Olympic gold medal swimmer Michael Phelps having his customary Jaeger bomb before the breaststroke. What the fuck are you talking about?
but it is performance enhancing, so that's why it's banned. So things like that and archery and stuff,
Yeah,
it slows
exactly.
you down.
No, if you think this is an argument in your favour that booze is a performance-enhancing drug, if you
is.
think that means it's yes, I agree, which is why it's a shit sport. If being pissed makes you better at it, it's not a good sport. If you get hammered and try and drive a Formula One car, you will die.
If I said to you, Rob, I've got a great new sport. It's called kebab eating.
I'd be like, sounds on brand, but I think we've got a new world champion.
We don't want any cheaters, so no booze.
What? It's fucking like it's such a shit argument.
If
you're
you,
making.
I still
strip,
enjoy it.
Here's the thing, right? If you strip football away from everything, you have no fucking fans, no nothing, no announcers. It's just the game. It's still amazing, and COVID is a fucking example of that. If you
It was
strip,
shit during COVID.
no, but it was still better than darts could ever be, right?
I disagree. Darts is class.
If you strip all the bells and whistles away from darts, you got rid of the announcers, you got rid of the music, you got rid of the fucking ring girls.
The worse the
and stuff.
sport, the more fancy dress you have. That is very true.
yeah, but look how much fun they're having.
Yeah, but they're
They-
thick
you have
as
a lot-
fuck. It's all man shed people.
The fans,
They're going to go home to their man sheds and be sad.
the fans at darts have more fun than the fans at
They're
any other
not
sport.
darts fans, though. They're not. I know who
How do you
goes
know?
because buses go from the pub that I used to work in. No one's like, oh, I can't wait to see the game. Everyone's like, I'm going to get shit-faced dressed as Scooby-Doo. Right? It's not. Everyone has a great
it's like
day.
50-50.
No. It's nowhere near
I agree, though. I
50-50.
agree a lot of those people do that.
Everyone is having
Right,
a great
there
day
you go.
while some darts
When
happens.
was the last time you saw this at the darts? When was the last time you got anyone go, shh, I'm watching?
Just
never.
Hey, whoa, hey.
That's not part of the culture. How many times do you hear that at football? Well, you don't, 'cause you don't go.
Yeah, fucking good zing. Yeah. Your turn.
That's how conversations usually work, Freddie.
Yeah.
I'm just having a drink first.
Yeah. She's stumped.
Well, you're a short little puff.
Good one.
No, but I mean, when you're watching football, like around people and stuff, Everyone, shut the
No,
No,
it's
they
a
don't.
shush.
Again.
Are you
No,
watching football on
don't-
telly?
don't-
I'm
don't
talking about
double
watching it
down
on
for me.
telly.
Down in Freddy's man cave, there's strict shush rules.
If anything, if I watch it on telly, I turn the volume off because the commentator's doing me fucking head in.
Really?
I want to. I can watch it without the sound. I don't need the sound.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of other sports now to pivot.
Which sports do you watch in silence?
I didn't
Snooker,
say-
Snooker, maybe.
tennis.
Snooker
It's
would
not
be
the good
tennis.
ones.
Snooker would be better if
Yeah.
if there was more crowd there. It'd be class if it was like darts. Everyone would go. It'd be top.
Well, funnily enough, I
They've-
think the guy who
they've
owns
tried to do that
darts
and it's shit.
owns
Yeah.
snooker. I think it's the same guy that's responsible for trying to big it up, and it just didn't work with
Yeah.
snooker, did it?
Yeah, because like you can't have like fireworks going off and being like, bah, 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 bah. And then this 60-year-old John Higgins walks out with his beer gut.
But also as well, snooker, the sequences, if you like, of play last longer.
Yeah.
And so you can't really. Whereas with darts,
It's also just an entirely different experience. People are watching snooker for a calming because it's beautiful and pretty
Yeah.
and it sounds nice and it's gentle.
But the atmosphere adds to the darts as
Yeah.
well,
Right.
Because that gives them more pressure.
Tell you what's really bad about
rank
that.
very quickly. Rank sports. Where does darts rank with sports?
Out of all
to
the
watch
sports,
Yeah. No. To watch and to be
and to play.
and
just
to,
as a
yeah.
sport.
Oh, to play. I love playing darts.
just as a sport, where does
as a
it
sport,
rank?
where does it rank? Above
well,
what?
football is my number one.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that already he's got it's not number one is insane.
But that doesn't mean that all the other sports are shit just because it's not my number one.
No, I know, but I mean the fact that you're considering darts in like the top 3, I think is madness.
I hate rugby and it's leagues clear of darts.
Yeah, cricket,
Rugby league, maybe. But rugby union, I hate rugby union.
I hate rugby union.
I hate it.
It's clear of darts.
Rugby union is my least favourite sport.
Tell you a bit.
It's nowhere near as good as darts to watch or play.
Uh-huh.
I'd say darts in my top 5 to watch, definitely.
Yeah.
At least top 5.
Yeah.
Maybe top 3.
You are a very thick man, though. So, you are very much the target market, a little thick cunt from Warrington.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
yeah. Like, tell you the problem with-
being as tall as that.
Look how far he's thrown that.
Look at that extendable reach.
How did you add those numbers up so quick, mister? That's incredible.
That is quite incredible watching
Yeah.
that happen. I like it when they make mistakes as well.
Yeah. I'll tell you what is a big problem with darts as a sport fundamentally, right? If you fuck up a tiny bit, you get 1. But if you fuck up loads, you might get 57. You know what I mean? That is a kind of a problem with the game.
No,
that,
but I
like-
think when you get to that level,
Yeah.
fucking up loads is 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but like that is
Like,
kind
fucking
of
up a
problem
bit
with
is
the
20.
game. No, but if you fuck up a millimeter, you can go from treble 20 to 1, like a millimeter. You know, if you go from the corner, it's a tiny difference.
They're not aiming for the far corner of
Yeah,
the
I know.
treble 20, are they?
But what I'm saying is, it's a weird way to score it. Then when you get that close to the best target, is the worst score. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's not like, in all other like accuracy games, like
Yeah.
archery, you go from
Yeah,
best
but-
score, next best score. So
I'm
it's a
gonna
different
throw-
thing.
I'm
you
gonna
know,
throw
but like,
this-
that is a problem with
I'm
going
gonna
to
throw this out
I think
there.
that makes
The
it more
more
interesting.
the more a sport is dominated by white people, the worse it is.
Interesting shout. I'm going to try and
Yeah.
compute it.
Swimming, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yachting,
Yachting.
Shit.
cycling.
cricket.
Cricket's not dominant. Like, I think
Yeah.
Oh
India?
yeah, but it's no, I guess
that's
I
the
guess.
biggest cricketing nation, India.
I guess actually,
There is a very white heavy sport, but I don't know.
like
if
in the
you
UK, it's white heavy, I guess. But
Yeah.
Again,
also,
probably
it
not.
is actually very.
I think in participation levels at grassroots level, you've got a lot more British Asians than.
Probably, I don't know enough about cricket.
but there's a lot of racism in the system, so they don't get through to the England team. It's actually a real fucked up thing that there's so few British
But
Asians.
yeah,
in it.
Darts.
rugby union, shit.
Yeah,
Rubbish.
yeah.
And darts is very white. There's no like.
Yeah.
Is there any like black and Asian darts players?
I don't think so. There's a lot
If
of
they
Dutch
did,
players.
they'd have a well racist nickname, definitely, if they were in that,
Yeah.
Because like that is one thing that darts has got going for it, the fun nicknames.
Yeah.
My favourite ever was a guy, I can't even remember his first name. It was something Frost, and his nickname was Frosty the Throwman. It's good, isn't it?
yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to like categorize because it's not like there's no athleticism at all, obviously. In it.
Oh,
That's
no.
why it's not as impressive as a sport.
Yeah, but
You
there's
know.
none in archery.
It's much more impressive if a 16-year-old gets 5 minutes in a Premier League game than becomes darts world champion.
Yeah, thank you. I agree.
I see what you mean. It takes more work to become physically good at it, but
And talent. And talent.
And there's much more competition. There's much more
No.
competition.
There's a lot more competition.
There's
but
way more talent involved
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
darts
getting
is all skill based.
Yeah, but the skill
You can
is
be- you can
the
be-
skill
the skill
is
is
this.
that.
Yeah, but you've got to practice. They practice like 6-7 hours a day.
Yeah, just how long do you think-
Football. A lot of footballers are just really good athletes who've been taught to play football. Darts, it's just skill. It's all talent. There's no.
When you say really good athletes that have been taught to play football, What do you mean?
Yeah, that is a fucking ridiculous thing.
what I
you
mean,
What does that
what I
mean?
mean is, there's a lot. There are some professional footballers
Yeah.
that footballers because they're athletic. Same as basketball and
Alright.
NFL and stuff like that.
Name 3.
Theo Walcott, Aaron Lennon.
Okay, so you name 2.
I think you're really underestimating how good they actually are at football.
Oh, they're very good at
as well.
football. I'm not saying they're not
Also,
good.
I don't know if you watched the teenage Aaron Lennon. That's an absolutely insane thing to say. He was ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Like when Aaron Lennon was 17, he looked like he was going to be fucking Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You know.
If Aaron Lennon wasn't fast, he wouldn't have been a Premier League footballer.
Okay, but that is true of literally every other professional footballer.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
you have to be fast and that skillful.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to be better.
Mate.
But
Oh,
look,
yeah, absolutely.
When
That's not my argument. That's not my argument.
When Luke Littler has to compete with everyone in fucking Gambia and everyone in fucking all the countries of the world, when he's got to compete with Russia and fucking South America, and everyone starts giving a shit, then you can fucking say it's
That's
the
not
best
my
one.
argument.
You got to
My
compete
argument
with. Oh,
was
he's
that-
beaten one fat Dutchman. Oh, what an athlete! Oh, he's the best sportsman in the world. That 45-year-old alcoholic really got his ass handed to him.
That's not my
Fucking
argument.
pathetic.
You
Pathetic.
said it's not
I'll have a lot
talent-based.
to think about in my shed.
You said it's not talent-based, and I said
No,
it's all talent and skill-based.
No, I didn't say it's
Didn't
not
say that
talent
at
based.
all.
I said there's way, way, way more talent in being a footballer than there is in being
Oh,
a
yeah,
darts
probably, yeah.
player.
Yeah,
like to the point where it's there's so many levels in between.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot hard. It's obviously a lot more difficult to be a Premier League footballer. I'm not saying it's not. But that doesn't mean
Here's
I
a
think that
question.
darts is shit.
Here's a question for
I think
you.
darts is good.
If you decided tomorrow that you want to be a darts player,
Yeah.
how long would you have to practice before you got ranked?
Like 15 years?
You reckon?
They train like
Sure, but-
all their lives.
You reckon 15 years?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Next question. If you
Next answer.
if you decided tomorrow that you wanted to become a Premier League footballer,
Yeah.
how long of practice?
Well, I couldn't. 36. I've got one lung.
There you go. And there you go.
But that doesn't mean it's a bad sport.
If you wanted to become a tennis player tomorrow, how much practice?
Like a couple of weeks.
We hope you're enjoying Dead Men Talking, and if you are, why not become a Patreon?
You tight bastard. Give us £3.
You can sign up at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod, and for that, you get an extra episode every single week. You get access to specials, and you get to help support the podcast in a way that will make it a long-term thing. Because without the Patreons, we couldn't afford to keep doing this. So,
And we're definitely going to get in a lot of trouble at some point, and having like a built-in audience that aren't going anywhere that are subscribing really will protect us.
Lawyers ain't cheap, bro. So look, if you are enjoying it, you can actually head over to patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod right now and sign up for a 7-day free trial. And for that, you'll get access to everything, so you can check out if it's for you before paying.
Yeah, don't go for a free membership, by the way. That's not the same thing. Free trial, and then you get access to absolutely everything on the Patreon. And if you're just dead skint or cheap, just try and watch everything in a week. Good luck. There's too much stuff. And here's a sample of the sort of thing we're getting up to on Patreon.
Liam Brown in court after having sex with cow at Burton Farm.
Good for him.
I like how they full named him in the headline.
I thought it was Ian Brown for a second. It's like, I want to be adored.
I don't know who Ian Brown is.
Oh, right. Cigarette Stone Roses.
There's a bogey hanging from your nose, which drives me insane.
Yeah, I'll put it there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, did a good job.
Thanks, mate.
It's
Is it
Stone
gone?
Roses. Yeah, it's Stone Roses down. Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. I think you're trying to do Fool's Gold, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, this isn't about that.
Right. It's about a different man.
There's a different man with the same surname called Liam Brown.
Right.
And
Ian Brown from the Stone Roses.
That's the one. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Manny.
Manny.
Brown.
I was on that one. Manny is a different member of the band.
Yeah.
Alfie Brown.
A
Stuck
man-
into
We're not doing that.
White Cow.
We're doing it.
Okay.
A man who's
You don't want to hear what he called the Frisian.
Half cast.
Half coust. He's a Holocaust denier. Go on. So,
a man who snuck into a farm to have sex with a cow has appeared in court.
I like that he snuck in.
Yeah. Liam Brown, 25, visited the farm in Burton during the middle of the night to have sexual intercourse with the cow. He was caught after triggering an alarm set up by farmers who suspected their livestock were being abused.
Why were they suspecting it? Were the cows walking funny? How would you know if a cow was being abused? It was just like, they go in one morning to open the milking shed. They're like, "Come on, girls, get out here!" And one of them's just like, just like sat in the corner.
Daisy, what's wrong? Just curled up in a shower crying.
He said he'd ring me back.
Wow. Wait a minute. What alarm could you set up? Like tripwire?
I don't know, an alarm?
How'd you catch a cow rapist?
Like, a burglar alarm will
Like
do.
a heat-sensitive one that catches the friction. Because, like, all the way they're phrasing this is like a man who snuck in to have sexual intercourse with a cow. Did he actually manage to fuck the cow, or is he? Are they just? Was he just on this farm and they're gone? You're a cow fucker, and he's like, whoa!
You sneak into a cow farm without your pants on once.
Here's what you do, right? Yeah. This is why, if you ever want to fuck a cow and you have to sneak into the farm, you always need to bring a bowl of dry cereal. And then that way, you can go, I wasn't going to fuck the cow, I just want some cornflakes, and I can't eat them dry.
So you're trying to get milk direct from the tit.
There you go. Bingo.
Right. And you also should bring a stool.
Yeah, milk is still.
No, he does eat needles.
And explain the pigtails.
No, I mean to fuck the cow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite. You need to step up. You'd need a little step ladder with you, wouldn't you?
I would have thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. I would. I'd just be like, I'm doing a burglary.
Yeah.
I'm here to burgle you.
I'm here to burgle your cows.
You get longer for burglary than you do for taking milk.
But that's still burglary. Still stealing milk.
Yeah, but just to but say I was going to leave a pound.
No one's going to believe you. You're just going to be the cornflake rapist.
No, because you leave a pound on the top of the cow like a pool table.
Well, like you're up next. That's only more incriminating. Was it you're doing winner stays on with a cow's bumhole? Here's an example for you, right? There was this is a genuinely true example. Right? Pub I used to work in, there was a bloke. Obviously, there's one in every single pub in the country who had trials for a football team. You know, I think it was like Burnley or something. Could have made it, got on the ale, never did. You know, yada yada yada. There's one in every single pub in the country. Also, in the pub that I worked in was a guy called Slacky. He was on our darts team. I used to play on our darts team. He could have been a top-level professional darts player had he not got on the ale.
What happened? Right. Sobriety kicked in, did it?
No, he overdid it a little bit on the performance-enhancing drugs. So much so that we had to play him first in our darts league games because if he played any later in the night, he was too performance-enhanced in order to play, and he'd start wobbling all over the place. But genuinely, he was so good. Like we'd play him first, and he'd just beat everyone, right? Yeah. And hitting 140s, 180s constantly. The difference in skill between that bloke in the pub and professional darts players is that. The difference between the bloke sat at the end of the bar saying he could have played for Burnley and fucking Kevin De Bruyne is leagues.
I agree. But that doesn't mean I don't think darts is good.
Well, it should.
No, I think if more people played darts, the skill level would be higher.
But
more people play football, it's more competitive.
What's better, darts or tennis?
Oh, I'd much rather watch darts.
You're insane. What's more impressive?
Tennis is gay.
What's more impressive as a sport?
Oh, physically, obviously it's tennis.
Yeah. What would you rather?
But I enjoy watching darts more.
But I'll tell you this, right? If I could choose to be good at any sport that wasn't one of the main ones, darts is up.
All right,
I'd probably choose darts anyway, because look, right, you got no strain on your body, so you don't professional athletes get fucked throughout the career. You're not getting CTE from darts, right? A fucking pint is performance enhancing.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. What a great life. Good luck to Luke Littler. I hope he has a fucking fantastic time.
Yeah, but just because something's impressive doesn't mean it's the best sport. Like pentathletes, that's very impressive. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, no, that is a point. That is a fair
Phil
point.
Taylor's a real bad cunt as well, and he's like the greatest of all time.
What did he do?
I don't think he batted his missus.
Did he?
Yeah, he's done like loads of dodgy shit. He's a real bad cunt.
From a distance.
I don't know if it's specific.
Lined up 5 3/4.
Bullseye! In one! It was something like that. I don't know if he actually hit her, but he's definitely a bad cunt, and I think he probably did. So, but
that's why he's got the power.
Yeah.
Jenny lines his punches up like.
Yeah.
Just waiting. I'll tell you this, though. Good luck to Luke Littler. I do genuinely wish him all the best.
Yeah. I think he'll be all right without your best wishes, mate.
No, but he's a big fan of mine.
Yeah. Is he?
I don't know.
Nah.
I'm not a big fan of his.
Yeah.
I don't watch darts.
Yeah.
But he's going to, do you see the thing that they did with the Sun?
Yeah.
They fucked him over
They
there.
made him hold up.
And they made him hold up a copy of the Sun, and obviously all the scouts got dead angry. And fair enough, fuck the Sun, all that. I'm totally on board with that. But he's 16 and he's a professional darts player. He's not an academic.
I felt like saying as well.
He's not
though,
gonna. I'm sure he doesn't know the socio-political
I
history.
felt like
Well, it happened 20 years before he was born.
Exactly.
Yeah, I felt like saying as well sometimes, surely there should be another reason as to why you're mad at the Sun, because they've taken a 16-year-old boy they've known full well
Yeah.
that they would give him he gets shitloads of shit for
Be
this.
mad at the paper,
And
not him.
they've corrupted him into taking this fucking offer, knowing full well that he's going to get shit for it. It could have destroyed his career. Like
I
that's
think he could have been destroyed his career. All that.
Yeah, he's not going to become shit at darts because of it.
No, I mean, but the pressure, it's certainly not wild enough to say that the pressure of that might have made him lose to get against
It
Van
seems like
Barneveld.
it seems like he's handling the pressure really well though, because I think he's one of those lads who's just a bit too dense to understand what's happening. So he's just like,
Did you see what's come
great
out?
lad though.
Did you see
Fucking
what's
good luck to him.
come out today?
What?
His missus is 21.
Fucking pedo.
Yeah,
She's a pedo.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
Gold digging pedo. That's an incredible level of pedo.
Smart pedo.
How long have they been together?
I mean, to be fair,
can we Google this?
to be fair,
I
maybe
don't know. Can you, Tom?
maybe she's just got a thing for men who look much older.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, if you are going to be a nonce, like at least with him, you could be like, well, come on.
Yeah.
I'm hardly after children, am I? Like, beauty consultant 21. How long have they been together though? That's the thing. Because like. But fair play to him. Like when I was 16, if I could have banged a 21-year-old, I would have been delighted.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
also he's earned $100 from throwing stuff at the board. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for that lad.
Oh, he's fucking like living the life, definitely.
How the hell-
If he wins again, he's going to win even more.
Yeah.
He's in the, what is he now? He's in the semi-finals now.
Yeah.
That's
If he,
not-
if, he, if he gets a final, even if he loses, he gets 250 grand.
Yeah.
If he wins it, he gets $500,000.
Yeah.
What do you spend that on at 16?
Yeah. That's so funny though. That's why it's a shit sport. You're world champion, you get $500,000. Pathetic.
Yeah, it's not very good,
Yeah,
is it?
footballers get that in a week for just like playing in Saudi Arabia.
Again, I like football.
Oh, when do you think?
Sounds like it doesn't. You gay.
when do you think Saudi Arabia is going to try and take
The
over
Saudi darts league.
Just a lot of hooks.
Right, no more drinking.
Just a lot of people. Two hooks for hands trying to grab hold of a dart and just launch.
The players coming out and accompanied by ring girls in burqas.
I don't think they have ring girls. At
I fucking hate that, right? Because like it's a thing that always happens. It comes up. This controversy comes up with the UFC all the time. They gotta bang the ring girls. All right, women, start watching it, and then you can complain.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not. I've looked around the crowd.
Also, if I was a woman and I was a ring girl who's getting paid, what are they getting paid? A few grand a
They're
fight?
probably getting as much as the fighters.
Are they?
Genuinely, the fighters are so underpaid.
Oh right. Oh, I didn't know that fighters in the UFC were underpaid.
Wildly, it's a real scandal.
Oh.
Like, wildly, there are fighters on like main UFC
right.
pay-per-views who are earning like $8 grand basic, and then $8 grand if they win. Then they've got to pay for all their training camp and their coaches. and everything like that.
What about boxing? So boxers get paid shitloads.
Yeah.
If you're a ring girl at the boxing,
The top ones do. Again, it's the same lower down.
If you're a ring girl at the boxing, one of the top boxers is like, "Oh, I want to fucking smash you" or whatever.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking to yourself, "It's a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Have at it."
I think again, it's like sexual harassment depends on who's doing it. If it's like Anthony Joshua, they'd be like sound. If it was Andy Ruiz, they'd be like, all right, lad. You know,
Yeah. Go on. Have we found anything?
I found out that she herself is an amateur darts player, but it doesn't say how long they've been together.
Oh, that's genuinely heartwarming. I don't care if she is a pedo. That's lovely.
How long have they been together, Tom? Well, I found that she's an amateur
Well, it doesn't say how long they've been together. The article doesn't say.
Have you tried looking at a different article?
No,
Have you
no,
tried Googling how long have they been together?
No, 'cause it's only a minute ago. You asked me.
Yeah, a minute is plenty of time to Google that. We were filling very well, thank you. Find out how long they've been together, you stupid little cunt.
But I don't think it's available on the internet.
You've checked one website.
How do you know? You haven't even asked. You've just put Luke Little a girlfriend. You haven't even searched for how long they've been together.
Because
Just search for how long they've been together. How long has Luke Little been with his girlfriend? Put that in.
He's going to start again as well. He's highlighted the whole thing.
Just add it into the text you already have. Oh, you've already got it.
His girl.
6 weeks, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, I don't think it's available on the internet. I don't think it's available. There's no possible way that I could find this information. You were getting so annoyed with me as well. Like I was being so unreasonable that you could ever find this information. Then you type in exactly what I said, which is the most obvious thing to type, and then it immediately comes up. And it's not only that, Google has fucking highlighted it for you. They've highlighted it in blue. You didn't even have to click through the link. You fucking useless little cunt.
Can you imagine if you Googled it, press Google, and Google came back with Luke Little's girlfriend is an amateur darts player? You'd be like, what?
Ah!
Every week.
What you don't even know is as well, we hired Tom because we thought he'd be good at his job, right? Every week before we start, he has to ring a student to check out the
No, I
equipment
don't. I
works.
did it twice because she set the very advanced equipment up.
She's fucking
and
brilliant.
And it broke.
She's fantastic. Madison, our sound engineer, is brilliant. But
Yeah.
it's also
That's
a
why I rang
student.
her.
You're a professional.
But that's
You
why I
should
rang her
know.
because she's an expert in sound engineering. I'm not an expert in that.
You're not an expert in anything, Tom.
I'm an expert in. No, you're right.
6 weeks though.
Crisps. I'm an expert in crisps.
She's
I
very
can't
much
believe how well that worked.
she's very much chosen, hasn't she? Like the right time to get with
Oh,
somebody.
100%.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
this is around the time he's qualified for this tournament. She's an amateur darts player. She knows a good thing when you see it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
have you seen how they met? They met playing FIFA on Xbox.
Amazing.
So-
That's a deliberate tactic.
Do you reckon?
Can I have a look at her? Can we have a
Yeah.
look at her? Google her name. You can just copy her name. You can
copy
just
her
copy
name.
her name.
Good idea.
Elo-
Let's see if there's a
Eloise
picture on it.
Milburn. Eloise Milburn.
That is.
Mate, like, what a life he's living.
Good
Well
for
done.
him.
Good for him. He's found a fucking FIFA
Good for
playing,
him.
darts playing missus. That's great.
Warrington Wolves fan as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah. The only problem is, he's the sort. He's going to like marry her and be with her forever. And it's like, mate, right.
Yeah. If you get
you're
if
sick-
you just get 2 world titles under your belt, you're gonna smash welfare.
Well, I want to say that. I was more about the quantity. You can get it out your system a bit. Like, because I imagine Luke hasn't probably been smashing it with the ladies up till this point. But now
He gets it in first time though.
he's very rich. It's so funny. It like starts shouting at someone and he goes, 10. Like he like he just started like, the world is opening up for you. You're a rich, famous young man.
Yeah.
Every fucking slag in Warrington can be yours. Don't tie yourself down to one now.
Yeah. Also, there are slags in Wigan, St
Yeah.
Helens.
The whole of the northwest is your oyster.
Fucking-
But like that does seem like that seems nice for him.
He's gonna get chewed up though. He's gonna get.
I don't think he will. I think he
no
looks
one
like he's
cares
got
enough
his head
about
screwed on.
darts. Yeah, it
He
seems sound
also
enough.
did something funny.
I think he's just a boring young lad. I don't think he's like a Ronnie O'Sullivan maverick. He just seems like a sound young lad who just loves darts.
Yeah.
He was battering someone yesterday. He was like 50, this guy, and he like G'd the crowd up and was like, "Do you want me to go for a ball?" And like probably G'd him up, and it went to this 50-year-old man. And he was fuming. He was well pissed.
That's class.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what that guy's name is, but
But yeah, enjoy it. Like that's good.
Yeah.
That's how you deal with the pressure. You enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know, like,
he does seem
Yeah,
to like.
clearly is.
The good crowd and the pressure doesn't seem to be getting to him at all.
Of course
Which
it
is
yeah.
mad
He's
for 16.
Yeah.
Mad for
And the
16.
atmosphere,
like,
the
no,
atmosphere
does
out them is ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's also like there's that thing of like the confidence of youth. You're like you're too naive to understand you should be afraid.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he's probably not lost in like 5 years.
exactly, and he just doesn't feel any pressure because there isn't any. He's 16.
Can we
Everything's
Google,
a free hit.
Also, although you've got an opponent and stuff,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter what they do. You
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
you
it's
just got to
about
do
your
what
darts,
you
isn't
do.
it? Yeah.
It's not
Which
like
is why
Can
it's
we
shit sport.
can
Why
we
it's shit sport.
Google 16-year-old sportsman and see?
I don't think we should be doing that.
why.
I don't think we should be googling
Greatest
teenagers.
16-year-old sportsman.
I reckon it's like
Sports people. I mean, whatever.
athletes.
No, because darts people are not athletes, are they?
They're supposed to be.
Athletes.
They're not athletes.
I reckon like there's some gymnasts who are like.
Aye, okay. Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
what like fucking what's she called? Biles.
No. And didn't a tennis player? Was it a woman tennis player?
Emma Raducanu.
Yeah.
How old was she?
Coco Gauff's only about 15 now, I think. Cipriani just up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Mike
all 18.
Tyson.
He's 18 now.
Oh yeah, too
This is
old.
just- this is just
old
teenage.
cunt. Yeah, well, you're the one who chose it.
Yeah.
16-year-old.
You did click on a link called the 20 greatest
I
teenagers.
know, but there
in
isn't
sports
one. There isn't
history.
one with 16-year-old, is there?
Yeah, it's a shame. Like, it's almost like this isn't a thing most people want to look at.
There's one here, but it's for birthdays.
Yeah, those are ones who are 16 now, quite
Yeah.
clearly, because it says Luke Littler and Ethan Mbappe, who I assume is Kylian's younger brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Lamine Yamal for Barcelona.
Yeah.
He's 16. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not even like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's
not
just
the
a
greatest.
16-year-old.
Yeah, it's not.
No,
the
but that's just someone who's 16-year-old now.
yeah,
That
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
the greatest. It just says 16-year-old athlete.
Yeah, but I mean the fact that he's reminding me that he exists and he's playing regularly for Barcelona.
yeah,
He's not the greatest 16-year-old athlete ever. He's not even the greatest 16-year-old athlete right now.
But
So-
if it becomes world champion, it's something to be proud of. In your field, it's it's the best.
Yeah.
I'd say that's something to be proud of. Sure, if you win
No,
the
no, no,
darts
no, no.
world
No, no,
championship.
no, 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 no. It's something to be pleased of.
to be pleased of.
Yeah.
Did you used to teach English?
What, sorry?
Yeah. You used to be an English teacher. It's baffling. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
no,
but in Preston.
But
you know.
pride, but pride is not just general contentment.
Yeah, from a man who has never achieved anything in his life.
Just be like this.
Telling a
I
teenage
won-
potential world champion not to be proud.
If I won the darts, right,
Got the
World
bill for it.
Championship, I won. This would be my reaction. Yeah.
Sorry, you getting given £500,000? That'd be your reaction.
All right. No. If the money wasn't a thing,
But it is.
I'd be like this.
It's a professional
"Oh,
sport.
Yeah, that's great.
If the money wasn't there, I don't think anyone would be there.
Great. That's
Like-
fantastic. That's another thing about darts. Like you said, if the money wasn't there, no one would even play.
Yeah.
No one would just.
Well,
Of course,
you
there
know,
were people play darts.
yeah,
for fun.
I think that is bullshit. Like in my darts league in Knaresborough, we weren't bringing home big cash prizes. To be honest, I did win a meat raffle once, but there weren't prizes, and we were turning up every week for a game.
Yeah, darts
you
is class
fucking
to
idiot.
play.
It's
fun.
not.
People
it's
play in the
just
pub for fun. It's good.
throwing. It's just throwing in it. It's just throwing.
Yeah, but you're doing that. You are doing that fucking pathetic thing you can do with any sport, where you go, "Oh, kickball, it's just men kicking a bag around."
Yeah, but
you're doing that.
I just feel all right. What other thing is at play? Aiming
Yeah,
Yeah,
and throwing.
keeping your composure.
being the exact right amount of pissed.
I just don't find it. I just think it's one of those, and I had the same thing with the cricket. So I went to watch the cricket. I've been to watch the cricket once in my entire life.
What match did you go to?
I went to watch England versus Sri Lanka.
In what format? Was it a one day? Was it a test?
It was a test thing,
Yeah.
and it was the shortest test match in history, or one of,
Yeah.
because England bowled out Sri Lanka like for 80 or something like that, and that's apparently amazing.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
ridiculous. Yeah.
guarantees victory for England. And so Sri Lanka came up to bat, and England were bowling, and then it started to rain a little bit, and then the Sri Lankan players, apparently there's a rule where if you've played less than 6 overs, just forget about it. The game's called off. You start again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so they just tossed the ball around, waiting for it to rain.
It's
And
not,
it was
it's not exactly what you
dreadful.
just said. It's not like
dreadful.
yeah.
It was honestly one of the most anticlimactic.
right. So he went to a test match that was rained off, and he's like, "Ah,
No, it wasn't rained off. It wasn't rained
Well,
off.
it is if it's drizzling. If it's raining and they can't play, then it's rained
No.
off.
They
That's
were
what you're
waiting
saying.
for it to rain more,
Right.
but it wasn't. So they were just slow playing,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they got beat.
That's the thing that's actually been a bit of an issue with Test cricket overrate. So there's actually like now rules against it where you get penalised, but they're not very good. So you get penalised in World Test ranking points, and no one gives a fuck about that. People only really care about the series they're playing. So it's a bad thing in the Ashes this summer. The Australia were fucking terrible for slow overrates. But yeah, so it is a thing. But they have addressed that. But cricket in general is a fucking great.
The thing is, with any sport, every sport has a potential to be amazing.
Yeah.
If you know the narrative, there's a great story and something amazing happens. But also, every sport has a potential to be fucking dog shit boring.
With Test cricket in particular, it's a very detailed and complicated and nuanced sport that you've got to really get into to understand fully. So if you just turn up with no knowledge of the game and watch it, it can be a bit like, the fuck's this? Why does no one care?
I had no idea.
Whereas if you've been watching it for ages, slight changes in the weather conditions, you realise will affect that bowler's going to be better now because there's a bit of breeze in the air and stuff like. You just get more the backstory of it. You
does
understand it more.
sound like the kind of sport for people with ADHD, I think.
Oh mate, I love it. I will it's so relaxing. I'll have it on while I'm doing something. That's
Yeah,
how you
'cause
watch Test cricket.
All
Yeah.
the fielders get to zone out.
And just every now and again, you hear a ball's coming in, you just look up, watch the ball, and then just there's really lovely commentary. The commentary on cricket is the best in the world at any sport because they treat you like a fucking adult and they explain things in detail, and they're not just going, he wants it more. It's not just fucking.
Yeah.
The ex-players like to
No
analyse
women.
it properly.
No women.
There's plenty of women commentators now. That's been a thing. But no, it's just it's analysed in a way that just treats you like a fucking adult, and I really enjoy that. I hate most football punditry is just they just play a replay and describe what has happened.
Yeah.
They don't add anything to it. Whereas I'm you know loads more about this sport. Can you just
Yeah,
tell
that's why
me
you're
things?
there.
Exactly, yeah. Whereas the cricketers will really in depth go, right, here's why when he moved his foot there to play that shot, that was wrong, and they'll break it down. It's great. Love
Here's a
it.
question. How far away do you reckon we are from influencer darts?
We could be the first.
We could be the first, yeah. Well, you've been trying to dip your toe into influencer sports this week, haven't you, Freddie?
Yeah.
Look at that
there's-
for a
there's-
segue.
there's
Oh, yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. There's a little bit of talk in the offing.
There's talk of doing a comedians boxing thing.
Well, when you say there's talk, you've just cussed out Adam Rowe on Twitter loads.
no. It started
I know
off.
it started with Elliot,
somebody-
but you immediately went, and Adam Rowe could fuck off.
No. Somebody suggested straight away that we should fight, and I would love to. And he started out like, oh, maybe if this happens and this happens. I was like, fine, done. And then he went, oh, no, I don't want to.
I mean, I genuinely don't think he's scared of you. I think he's scared of killing you. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
scared of
yeah,
that too. I mean, like, I think you will die.
I won't die.
It's penciled in for December.
Yeah.
Well, not penciled. It's suggested it's going to be December.
It's very early. There's
But
no tickets.
bear
or
in
anything
mind-
like
You
that.
would have to start training right now.
And bear in mind, Freddie currently struggles to get through 2 rounds of podcasting. Right? I think
I'd fucking get through way more if things were 3 minutes long.
Yeah, but you get knocked out in the first round of boxing. So it's
Adam
fine.
is currently training for a marathon. I would just say your current exercise schedules are wildly divergent.
Yeah, but
And cardio is a big part of boxing.
It's
Yeah.
a huge part.
It's a massive.
It's
That's
one
why
of the
they do
biggest
massive
parts.
runs. As soon as you start doing a tiny bit of it, you're like, oh, this is knackering.
Yeah.
It's
It's really hard.
knackering. Yeah. And you're also very weak.
I reckon you would struggle doing a 30-minute boxing circuit.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you
Yeah.
get through 10
Oh,
minutes.
no,
of
it'd never getting close to that. It's horrific.
yeah, it's really hard.
You'd never get close to 30 minutes. Like 5
Oh,
minutes.
not
he
30
wouldn't
minutes
do.
of box. I mean, like just circuit training.
He wouldn't do 5
Yeah.
minutes of that. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
convinced of that. You got no chance. But do you want to call him out again? Call him
Yes.
out. Cuss him. Go
yeah,
on, tell
calling
him.
him out.
Call him. Look down the camera. Call him out.
Pussy with a weird eye.
I'll punch you so hard you'll see straight.
I just couldn't fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I don't know how boxers, genuinely, like real boxers, I don't know how they don't just start laughing in those.
No, no,
Do you know what I mean? Where
Because
they're
they're
like,
thick.
yeah.
But like, you genuinely like you're
Oh,
bang up for it.
I would honestly, I would do anything to make it happen.
You 100%.
Anything.
Would you train
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
from today?
Whatever you. I would, not only would I train, I would purposely not train if Adam said that he wanted that.
Yeah. Fucking yes. So right there it is. Well, seeing as you're doing that, it's going to be a big event, right? You know, I think the only. Fair
I'd
thing
love to do it, but
right.
it's very early on.
The only thing
but I would love to do it because
Right.
I know I'd win.
So
I
he's-
know I'd win.
So he's called out Adam. Right, fuck it. Dan Nightingale, right? You're a good friend and I like you, so let's go watch that together and maybe have dinner beforehand. Call me. Love you.
You made me bleep the person I wanted to fight.
Yeah.
All I will say is she's got nosy bones.
Oh, they'll never crack that one, Tom. Nice one, mate. Nice one. No, I will fight any of the alternative comedians down at 21 Soho. I'll fucking any of them. Any southerner can have it.
Yeah. I'll fight anyone with different pronouns to me.
Yeah, I'm only fighting
There
non-binaries.
isn't a day them alive that could beat me.
I think-
I've got a new feature.
Cool.
What?
Here's another thing. Can we talk about one more thing?
Okay.
You know what's being released right now as we speak?
What? Is it Duffy?
No. No, it should never be released. Epstein's client list.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's transfer deadline day for pedos.
Is that why you got the yellow and black ticker behind you?
I'm going to get my Jim White tie on. Yeah, that'd be amazing on the news. They're
Oh,
trying to do it. Someone comes up behind Krishnan and Guru Murthy with a dildo while he's reading out the list.
But it was used on the island.
I love the idea of Nico Crenshaw turning up on Pedo Island.
Yeah, well, you're going to have like the people who are on it, because like Callum Hudson-Odoi was always like rumoured to be on it out of nowhere. That would be amazing. Would that be? He's coming out of Cobham with his window down and just being like, "Yeah, I'm disappointed to be on the list, obviously."
Do you know who
I want to
is,
see Harry Redknapp on it.
Yeah.
do you know who is rumoured to be on the list?
Who?
Many times.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Now
He's like one of the fucking like
well,
you know.
Now this is one of the problems, is because he's had to come out over the years many times and say he is not on the list.
Yeah.
So, if you are Bill Clinton right now,
Yeah.
and it's going to come out that your name was on the list,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a free excuse. Ready?
Yeah.
Different Bill Clinton.
Great. Perfect. It was a different Bill Clinton.
Different Bill Clinton. Different, very influential Bill Clinton.
He was on this
Bill.
billionaire's
It's a
island.
different Bill Clinton.
That looked
Right.
exactly the same.
Yeah, no, well, there's no looks. It's just a list.
Oh, right, is it?
It's a
Yeah, but
different.
like people already know he's been there loads of times. It's like
Yeah.
you know that's not.
It's not like Bill Clinton to
He's
lie.
not. He's not one of the ones that people are like, oh, let's find out if Bill Clinton went. He went like loads of times.
What's right? So let's say that you know that you've been.
Yeah.
What's your excuse?
I was working. I was there as a barman.
Yeah, I actually got fucked.
Yeah. yeah.
I'm a victim, if anything.
Yeah.
I would
Prince
love,
Andrew sucked me off.
I would love one of them to come out like ultra billionaire. I was just doing work experience.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, I think if you went once, I think you're all right because you can go and when I just was invited to this island.
And the minute I found that children were having sex, I was like, no.
But also, if you look at the rest of the client list, if I was invited to a private island with that list of people, I'd be like, I'm fucking going. That looks
sounds
amazing.
sick,
Google
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah. The kid
What did Callum Hudson-Odoi speak to about with Bill Clinton?
I know. That's all I want to know. With like fucking Elon and like Zuckerberg and fucking Callum Hudson-Odoi.
So if you
Epstein
Google
client list.
rumors,
Yeah, and
Rumoured
I do think if you went once, you got plausible deniability. If you're like, I just thought it was this like.
oh, if you went
billionaire party
twice,
island.
fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, I
Yeah.
fucked a kid.
This is
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Are we opening this up?
Why not?
I don't think there's going to be many rumours on the BBC
Yeah.
News.
I don't know what you're after. You just said Google
Rumoured
this.
names, I said
Rumoured
after
names.
that.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
You probably want to be searching Twitter for this.
We'll just wait till it comes
There
out.
was a list.
Oh my God! People rumoured to be Oprah, Gwen Stefani, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg. Poor Tom Hanks. He spent ages on the island, couldn't get off. Steven Spielberg, and of course Bill Clinton.
I love Oprah being there. You get a kid, and you get a kid. But yeah, it will be interesting to find out the full list. Mate, how much would you laugh if Barrymore was on it? It'd make my fucking year if Barrymore was on the Epstein list.
When I left, all those kids were unbummed.
Someone must have fucked him when I was flying home.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? Is save for the whole fucking kids thing. It must have been class on that island.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
And like the thing is, people make out like it was an island where you went to just fuck kids, right? That was one of many activities.
yeah, you don't just go to Centre Parks for archery.
Exactly. They're having a full weekend of it. You know, they're having a big billionaire party, a load of cocktails. It's like, oh, and by the way, if you want to bang a kid, there's a sad Venezuelan over there.
Yeah, but what they don't tell you is like Centre Parks, you've got to pay for him extra.
Oh,
You've got to pay extra when
fucking-
you get there.
Mate, it's extortionate. Like that's the thing. You think you've got a good deal, but when you turn up, like fucking that kid is fucking pricey. We're just gonna bang this kid, then we're gonna cycle down to the Waffle House.
yeah. How much? £9.
Oh fuck this! We'll just go to the swimming pool. That's free. You can go to the rapids again.
Mate, I think it's pretty fuck. But the thing is like, yeah, you got your own private island. Of course you're gonna go, but like, yeah, maybe you could just go and not fuck a kid. But having
I
said
bet
that,
loads of people did do
Yeah.
that.
having said that though, once you go and you know there's if kid fucking happened in Centre Parks, like say there was a thing where you could book it as an activity, like you can book anything else.
Yeah.
You can't keep going and going. I'm just not fucking.
I
I'm
think
just
also
ignoring.
that there's a lot of this where, like, I assume they turn up and they won't be like, "Would you like to fuck a child?" It'll be like, "Oh, here's some girls to accompany you," and no one.
So-
What is
well-
your taste, sir?
Yeah. and
So they
it's like-
do. So they do say that this was the whole thing. The whole thing about Epstein's Island apparently was it was a honey trap.
Yeah.
So he had cameras rigged everywhere, and he'd film influential, powerful people fucking kids, and then he'd be like,
Yeah.
"You want this to get out?" Then
Good plan.
It's an excellent plan.
It's also one there is no evidence for. It just sort of makes sense, and people on the internet have believed.
No.
Yeah.
One of the victims has said,
Oh right. Well, if a raped child said it, it's definitely true.
"There you go." Just Rob Mulholland there saying that he doesn't believe rape
I didn't say that. I
victims.
said I definitely believe it.
That's why you're smiling
Yeah.
and holding your dick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, but you know, like, I don't think they had access to the top. I don't think that the kids who were getting bombed knew what was going on at the top. I think they've just put that together. You know, I think
Nah.
They knew what was going on at the bottom.
They're trying to find. But because you want to be raped for a higher purpose, don't you? You don't want to. You don't want to just be a plaything. You want to be part of a global.
Oh, yeah.
conspiracy.
If
Because
I
then
were-
you can go, oh no, actually, it wasn't about my anus. It was
Yeah.
actually about control
No,
of the
I'd
West.
rather it be about my anus. I want them to rape me for me.
No, I want my anus to be a portal to the world's finances.
Yeah. You want to be. You want to lose your anal virginity for the cause.
Yeah, they call me Wall Street.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what would be your excuse, Tom?
What if I was there?
On the client list, it came out today.
God, just went
Not
to
gay Tom.
Just went to watch the darts.
Just love 16-year-olds. I mean, oh shit. Mine would be like, oh,
She told me she was double 16.
I just went because I was horny, and they said I could have sex with a child.
Fuck. No,
What?
what I meant
What?
to say, what I mean, is that I went there to put my penis in a teenage girl's. No, you're not hearing
No,
me.
They told me elsewhere it was illegal to have sex with children, so I went to this island where they said it was not only fine but encouraged. I wanted to ejaculate on a kid. What is wrong with you? Why is everyone so angry?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there is that argument, isn't there?
Is it?
Like,
Is there that argument?
Look, I wanted to fuck a kid, so I went where it was legal and fucked one.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, kind
I
of.
don't think it is legal there, though.
This is Amsterdam for paedophiles. That's what this
Yeah,
is.
where is the island?
Well, I don't think it's legal anywhere to traffic children to fuck them. I think once you've trafficked children across borders, you've committed an international
As we've
crime.
established that different places have different ages of consent.
Sure.
So if your island is somewhere...
But if you're taking them across borders, you committed an international
Oh,
crime.
yeah, that's where you're in trouble.
Which is
Yeah.
what they were doing. They were trafficking. There weren't like loads of children on this island in the middle of nowhere.
That's his
to
mistake.
be fair,
Should have grown his own.
homegrown kids,
Yeah.
Like Mama used to make.
Yeah.
free-range children.
Like Mama used to rape.
Yeah. If you just get the paedophiles to not wear johnnies, it's very, you
How-
have this like self-fulfilling thing,
Yeah.
you know.
How-
You're self-sufficient at that
Yeah.
point. aren't
I'll tell you what. It would be a real slap in the face to the victims, though, if like you went through all this fucking, they raped me, I was underage, and your accusers got done for taking somebody across borders.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
It's like getting Al Capone on tax charges.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that's that. So
Johnny feature?
nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. What's the feature?
It's gonna be bad. Like,
It's going to be good.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
how much time has he spent on this?
Oh yeah, not gonna,
Landed on Lab Baby?
You
not,
spent
not
so
gonna lie,
much
that
time
was
on this.
I didn't.
Why-
I spent about an hour.
that was
Why,
dead.
why am I the space next to Lad Baby?
We're all on it.
Uh-huh.
that was dead good.
There's quite a lot of people on it.
Yeah. I feel
Will Ferris?
like he spent a lot of time on
Rob
the
Manuel?
animation, and like the format that he's about to follow is going to be flimsy.
That was dead good. That.
Thanks.
I don't know if I go as far as dead good, but sure.
That
There
is
is some-
that,
there is some people
that
on
in
there.
itself is more impressive than darts. That.
I had to put 12 people on, but there's two that you can't see.
Yeah.
One of them is funny, but I'll tell
Is
you
one, of,
later.
is one of them you?
Oh no, I'm on it already. This one you can't really see who it is.
Oh
You've
yeah,
already-
I know full well who that
Yeah,
is.
you've already called him a cunt quite famously.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Spastic.
Anyway, so the format of Cunt of the Week, people, viewers, listeners will send us who they think has been a cunt. It can be people in the news, or it can be people they know. And then we'll decide who is the cunt of the week.
This is gonna die a death.
Flimsy
This
as
is
fuck.
flimsy.
What do you mean it's flimsy as fuck?
It's flimsy.
It's so flimsy.
It's so flimsy.
Well, we've
So-
already
every week it's gonna be us going, yeah, they're all cunts.
Yeah, we've only just.
But then we've
killed-
got to choose the best
We've
cunt.
only just killed rumours and trumours. We've only just got rid
But
of
we've
that
got to decide if they
cancer
are
around our
cunts.
neck.
Right.
We've
Go
already
on.
got a few.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Right.
The first one to this says piss cancer.
The first one I've brought along, in case people didn't send them in, because I put it
Right.
on Patreon, but quite a few people did, so
Right,
I've got
go
a
on.
few.
Okay.
So piss cancer is a news story I found.
Yeah.
Hold me closer.
Piercy cancer.
So, Clonelly DJ Lee Brookfield.
Planeckley.
I'm going to say it right. Clonelly DJ Lee Brookfield.
No. It's Clonechley DJ Clee.
Clonelly DJ Lee Brookfield admits urinating on man at club.
That's funny, not a cunt.
Yeah,
Well, wait till you hear more about it.
Right.
A wedding DJ admitted filming himself urinating on a cancer patient in a
Oh.
club toilet before posting it on social
Right,
media.
now, this very much depends on the context. Because if he just pissed on a man who happened to be a cancer patient, that's very different than him going, look at you, you bald chemo cunt.
More for that later.
Oh, no.
So Lee Brookfield of Cloneckley, Carmarthenshire, admitted common assault.
He's so stupid.
admitted common assault after the Boxing Day incident at Cloneckley Tennis and Squash Club.
I've been there.
Have you?
I think I've gigged there. I think there's no word of a lie.
I pissed on a cancer patient there.
No way.
Yeah.
No word of a lie. I think I've gigged there.
Yeah.
Okay. In the footage,
There's a gig there called Beefy's Comedy Club.
right, in the footage which was shown in court,
I was the beef.
In the footage which was shown in court, Brookfield is seen standing next to Peter Barton at the urinals of the club. Mr. Barton tells him about his serious health issues, prompting Brookfield to say, "Sorry to hear that, bud," as he urinates on him.
Right. So it sounds like
Was he pissed and then he turned?
he filmed himself. 'Cause it sound what?
The man was saying that he had cancer
Yeah.
and he pissed on him. Would you like to see a video of this happening?
Absolutely, we need to see the video.
because I feel like this is maybe being misrepresented by somebody.
It could be, or it could just be like I need to see the video before
Hang
we
on.
make any judgment.
We'll watch the video first.
Yeah.
Hang on, actually, we'll watch another video first. Now you said that you think he's being misrepresented.
No, I want to see
Here's
the
an-
actual video.
Here's another video of the man, right?
Okay. So here's
This
what
is
the
not
guy,
him pissing on anyone.
This is the backstory. This is what the guy's
This
like.
is the backstory. This is what the DJ's like.
So that's him pissing on himself.
That's him pissing in his own mouth
Yeah.
and shouting down the thing. Now, do you think this man would piss on a man who's got cancer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no
He's quite a pissy man.
there's no doubt in my mind that a man that pisses into his own mouth over a urinal and shouts "yeah" would piss on a cancerous man.
Sorry to hear that, mate. I go eat no for the results and what the prostate now on the corner. Similar to this. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's quite a deliberate piss.
That's quite a deliberate piss on a man who is telling him about his results of cancer. I think he might get found guilty in this one.
Well, he's admitted it. He's already pled guilty. What crime has he pled guilty to? I want to know what he's been charged with.
He's admitted common assault.
Common assault, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't piss on cancer patients.
In a statement posted on Facebook, Brookfield said he was deeply sorry. Until watching the video back, I didn't realise that the nice gentleman next to me was going through health problems.
So
he
what
wrote,
did you think he
before
was saying
deleting his
sorry
account.
to?
So hang about. So he thought that he was just pissing on an old man.
Yeah, I was just trying to innocently piss on an old man. He just happened to have cancer that he was telling me about that I acknowledge in the video.
Well, that's
He literally in the video goes, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate."
yeah. If he didn't realise it, then why did he say sorry to him?
What are you sorry to hear? Sorry to hear you're covered in piss, you old cunt. It's such weird behaviour. It's like banter lad gone to the ultimate extreme, innit?
There's still more of the article that I want to
Yeah,
read.
it's for the prosecutor. So, prosecutor said Mr. Barton had just explained to Brookfield that he had been
Lucy
diagnosed...
Mansfield, she actually lives in a shed in a garden.
At the time, the complainant did not realise he was being urinated on, but has since. Yeah, you're in court!
I now realise I was pissed on.
Literally, just this minute ago when we saw that video.
So somebody, right. So here's the thing that I've had this question before. Let's say that you get a phone call now, and it's a pizza delivery driver, and he says, "You won't remember me, but 5 years
Hey,
ago,
you won't remember me?
you won't remember me, but 5 years ago, you ordered some pizza, and I pissed in your pizza, and I just want to say I'm really sorry.
How do you piss in a pizza?
You just piss on top.
Piss on top of it.
Slosh all over.
Yeah, right. Well, he was good. So, how pissed off would you be?
If it was 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I'd be pissed off. I'd be more surprised why you're ringing me.
He just wants to get it off his chest.
It's the chest of his least of his problems.
I wouldn't care at all.
You wouldn't
it's
care at all.
Gone, it's gone, it's happened.
You wouldn't care at all. If I was like, I came in your sandwich yesterday, you'd be like, well, it was yesterday.
No.
Yeah, what's the time
It was
scale?
yesterday.
I think anything over a year.
Right.
Anything over 6 months.
Right, so I've got,
If I was you, I wouldn't go to the toilet when we get Nando's today.
yeah.
No, anything over a year.
Yeah.
Anything
Don't
over
tell
a
him
year.
about that for another 6 months, Tom.
Anything over a year, I don't
Sorry.
think you can get mad
I've got-
anymore.
I've got something to
But this
talk to you
wasn't
about.
over a year
actually.
ago.
Go on.
I do need to talk to you. No, wait about 2 months. I think.
But this wasn't over a year ago. He did it, and then he put it on social media, and everyone knew about it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, there is a time scale, isn't there, when it's like you've been pissed on.
Now,
so
look,
what-
I'd be more worried about the cancer than the piss, but I still would be irritated by someone
Would
pissing
you?
on me. I would.
Would
yeah,
you, Dr.
I would.
Rob?
I would.
I think
yeah.
what would be really bad is that he's got cancer, so he must have thought that was his own piss, and that he had a new side effect.
He must have thought that. Yeah, that's the only.
Well, What if I sat down and was like, oh, I'm covered in piss? I'm not going to think, oh, that's someone else's piss.
Oh yeah, this cancer makes me piss on my back.
Well, it was on
It's
his
on his
legs.
back.
It was on his legs.
Yeah, but how big's his dick? It was down the bottom of his fucking leg.
I don't know.
Right, the worst case scenario is it cures it. Like that's
That's the best case scenario.
No, but then you just got to get pissed on by this Welsh guy. That's the cure for
Oh,
cancer.
yeah. It's best case scenario for everyone, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Cure
Yeah.
for cancer.
So are you asking if this man, this is the feature,
Yeah.
this man that has pissed
Pissed on a cancer patient, is he a cunt?
Oh, no.
or not?
Oh, well, first we have to establish is he a cunt. I think we all agree he is a cunt.
Yeah.
But then,
Yes. No, I think he's great. I think he's a brilliant dude, and I think you should piss on more cancer patients. Not a
well,
cunt.
obviously he's
Not
a cunt.
No, he's not a cunt. No,
He
he's
is.
not obviously. Not obviously, he's not a cunt.
Well, the
I'm
feature
not-
is we're going to read about 3 cunts.
Well, it's not going to be him. We've already read about someone who's not a cunt.
And we're going to find out who's the
love
cunt of the week.
I love pissing on cancer, not him.
Okay, so we've already decided piss cancer isn't the cunt of the
Isn't the
week.
cunt of the week. Hello.
Okay, next
Right.
one.
The next 2 are from patrons.
Right.
So this one says fake death parent.
Fake death parents.
Right. Oh, good. Some more fan fiction from our fucking fans.
This is quite a long one. After a falling out with my parents during lockdown over not putting money in my stepdad's birthday card.
Is your stepdad 6?
Yeah.
You have to tape some pound coins. Is your stepdad? He's nothing to you.
Yeah, why would you give money to your step? Why did we piss off at that?
That's ridiculous.
Anyway, there was a period of silence followed by an email informing me my stepdad had died of COVID. I tried to make contact but heard nothing, even searching for local papers or for obituaries.
That
etc.
is, at that point, you have the option to do the funniest thing ever and send a sorry for your lost card with 20 quid in it.
A few weeks later, I got an email saying he hadn't died, but showed how little I cared as I hadn't gone over to their house to see if he was dead during a countrywide lockdown.
Yeah,
you-
also, like, you know, you're not meant to go within 2 meters of people who didn't have COVID, let alone corpses that are riddled with it.
Yeah.
But also, as well, I think it's only natural to not really care about your stepdad that much.
Yeah.
Like, that's a relationship fucking, that's
You
as
just
old
have
as
to
time,
have,
innit?
yeah.
That you just...
And what was the contention here? That he's like, if only I could have had a £5 to buy a mask.
Yeah, like, I don't understand.
Vaccine
Well-
was free.
No, there's more to come. Not sure if they thought I'd be so excited he was alive that I'd forget all the shit they had done over a missing £10, including saying they wished they'd slapped my fiancée as she was stressed out and short the Christmas we had together as she got lost. That's a weird sentence.
Yeah.
Um,
Short the first Christmas they had together as she got lost. Anyway, whatever.
whatever. Safe to say, we haven't spoken since. Most annoying bit is I've had this kind of shit all my life, as they are mental, and I was holding on for the inheritance, which wasn't too shabby. Can't put a price on not having thunder cunts in your life, though.
Yeah, I think this person does sound like a cunt. I think if your stepdad dies of COVID, you should go see them. You should have given him a tenner. And clearly, this isn't the first thing that they've done for their parents to be.
So you
this
think
pissed
that?
off
So
at
you
them.
think the Patreon is the cunt?
That's,
not
that's the game, isn't it?
Well, no. This person is saying the stepdad is a cunt.
No, they're a cunt. Cunt of the week. Cool.
So, I would say that if you're in it for the inheritance, which is quite sizable, then surely 20 quid doesn't matter. 'cause
Yeah, it's
you
good
get-
investment.
Yeah.
Stupid cunt.
Yeah,
Cunt
yeah.
of the week.
Yeah, like why would you not rock the boat? Why would you rock the? And also as well, if he's died of COVID and you want the inheritance that bad, go round and fucking
Check.
let's have a look at this. Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. One down. I think the stepdad isn't a cunt. I think they're all cunts, but I think the Patreon is the most cunt.
Desperate for this bit to work out. Yeah. Right, let's.
It's because you keep slagging it on. We've not even given it a chance.
The sting to it's really good
It's
though.
a really good sting. Yeah, really good sting. Right, here's the last one.
Last one's very short. And it's topical, that's why I've put it in.
Yeah.
My mum bought Christmas presents for my siblings' children, but not mine. Don't know why.
Right. Also, you say it's topical. This is coming out in the middle of January.
I'll start January.
Right. Okay.
Long after anyone gives a fuck about Christmas.
How old are the children in question here?
Don't know. This is a very short one.
Because
So this is all we've got.
This is all we've got on this one.
This is.
It's a new feature. I'm waiting for people to send things in.
Uh-huh. I've
I've got a new feature. I've got a new feature,
Yeah.
Rob. It's called Stories with a Lack of Context.
I've got a new feature. It's called One-Off Features.
I've got a new feature. It's called Why Don't You Think of a Fucking Feature?
It's literally what we got a producer for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, I think we might need a better producer. I think Tom is cunt of the week. I vote for Tom. What are you voting for, Freddie?
I am voting for Christmas Mum.
yeah.
Really?
I think, I think a Christmas mum only buying Christmas presents for one set of children is worse than a man that pissed on a man with cancer. I think goes
It's not
without
as bad
saying.
as someone who pretended to die of COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Who do you think's cunt of the week, Tom?
I think it's piss cancer, man. So it's a draw. So
It's a draw.
we need to. We need a new way of doing this.
What happens?
What happens in case of a draw, Tom?
Well,
I assume you thought about this.
yeah.
Obviously, it's such a flimsy format. You wouldn't. You
Of course I've thought about it.
Oh, of course, you
Of
thought.
course I've thought about it. You think I've not thought about it?
It's a draw.
We're gonna spin the wheel.
It's a draw. It's a draw. All of this was pointless because we all think different people are cunts. Therefore, it's a draw.
Wait. We'll spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Do you want to spin the wheel?
Talking about spin the wheel.
Would you like to spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel. Spin it. Let's spin it.
God,
Let's
it's
spin the
a
wheel.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
Pause it.
Yeah.
Pause it. This whole thing now relies on chance, pretty much.
Not really, because
It's already predetermined in the outcome.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
by
Oh, yeah.
whoever's on the animation that
it's
you made
whoever's at the
before.
end of the animation. But I think you're gonna like it.
Slad Baby, we saw it before. Slad Baby.
It's Lad Baby.
Yeah, Slad Baby.
Lad Baby's cut of the week.
Slad Baby's cunt of the week. I honestly, when Rumours and Troomers died, I was like, you know what? Finally,
It's a draw.
it's a draw. So we'll give it to Lad Baby because he's on the animation. Do you want to have another go at this, or are you already accepting that this one's dead in the water?
This is not dead in the water. This is a good feature. You two aren't giving it a chance.
It's a draw. Oh my god, what was the
The little panic on his face was like, it's a draw.
I did it on purpose so they could go to the wheel.
It's a draw. Oh god. Oh god.
Maybe we should vote again.
Another smash hit feature from Tom.
This made me cry laughing at that. It's a draw. Oh god almighty.
From the man who brought you, is it a lookalike?
What's that thing about? Oh yeah, bum to rum bum. Bum was successful.
That
Yeah,
was
it was
that
good.
was the most successful one he's done.
And
We can only do it once.
Yeah,
There's no porn in it.
That was his first one,
His first one.
and it just went downhill.
No, Tom's Lovely Question was the first one.
Yeah,
Do 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 do.
And then people stopped sending them in.
yeah.
Because every time that anyone sent them, we cut them off.
Yeah. Just like Cunt of the Week.
We do have a problem with this. Any feature we have, we just mug it off. Any sponsor we get, we mug it off. Anything anyone sends us in, we cut it off.
It's so toxic. It's the most toxic podcast. Anyone who tries to engage in any way. Oh, you stupid fucking
fuck
cunt.
you, Tom. You're trying to improve this, have you, you little spastic?
So if you know a cunt or you've seen a cunt in the news, send it in. We've got 2 more from patrons, but we'll save them for next week.
Well, maybe there could be a tiebreaker.
Oh, maybe. We do need to work out what's going to happen in the draw.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
we do
it's
need
gonna
to
be-
work this out.
Oh, we could just give it to Lad Baby every week.
Oh, God.
Well, there we go. That was Cunt of the Week, everyone. Another successful feature from Dead Men Talking.
Which will be back next week.
Oh, is it?
Right,
Next
place
week,
your
and
bets.
probably not the week after.
Place your bets now
Yeah.
on how long he's going to try and make this go.
I think one more week.
I think, yeah.
I think we're going to be...
If this passes week 3, I'd be amazed.
yeah, you need a strong week 2 out of this one, I'd say.
I think this is going to run and run.
Right, okay.
I mean, it's not started running.
Yeah, that's we've done one.
Yeah, no, but it's not got off to a
I said
flying
it's going to run and run.
Oh, okay. So
In the future.
it's had its first go, and then from week 2, it's going to run and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment,
I mean, it's a good format.
yeah. Well, it's proved itself this time.
It was a draw.
It's a draw.
It was funny for me to say it was a draw because I went to the wheel.
It was very funny. I
There
mean,
you
it
go.
did make me cry laughing, to be
There
fair.
you go.
Right, okay. Anything else? Or can we go?
I think we should probably go. We've done an hour and a half now. We've got another one to do, so...
It's time for Buy of the Week. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, we're going to say goodbye. Do.
Oh, God.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
Has
It has
it?
been fun.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
There's going to be people listening to this right now in their man caves, very upset. with me.
No, the man cave people turned off very early.
I can't believe he said that.
Yeah. I'm going to go look at my signed Mansfield Town shirt.
I hope there's people that listen to that Patreon, the really, really bad one, and then the shed thing was the thing that made him turn off.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest things that people go fucking apeshit over. The weirdest fucking things.
Yeah.
You
can
tell-
never tell.
It's like when we did the roast things, we would roast each other about the most horrific shit, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then the minute that we did it with each other's dogs, it was like, oh.
People were really sad about us roasting each other's dogs.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. People are happy to see murders on TV, but kill a dog, people go, mental.
Maybe that's a new feature.
Yeah.
Oh, kill a dog.
Murdered dog of the week.
Yeah. Dead dog of the week.
Yeah.
We don't want to limit it just to murdered dogs.
Might spark a little bit more humour than cunt of the week.
Dead dog of the week.
Cunty dog of the week.
Dead dog of the week.
Who do you think's the best dead dog? Ah, well, I think it's this one, so it's another draw. The best dead dog is a lad, baby. What?
I'm going to make a sting for dead dog of the week.
100% is. That's the thing. He just spends all week making these fucking stings.
It took me
and
like an
not-
hour.
I bet it did, yeah.
It's a good sting, though.
Right,
good
okay.
sting, yeah.
Thanks
Shame
for
about the
listening.
bit.
I promise you, Patreon is better. Patreon.com/DeadmenTalkPod. £3 a month, and for that you get literally hundreds of hours of content, an episode every single week, and specials and all sorts. And you can join with a 7-day free trial, and it helps support the podcast because these stings don't come cheap.
Don't sign up for free membership, by the way. It's a different thing, and it just doesn't. You don't really get anything for it. Sign up for the free trial on one of the paid tiers, and that's what you out.
Also, Saturday, 27th of July, Dead Meat Comedy Podcast Festival in Manchester, in Didsbury. Tickets are fucking flying out. Like, we've sold well over a third.
There's going to be a lookalike there, but not in costume, and we're not going to tell you who.
Oh, yeah. That actually is happening.
And there'll be some dead dogs.
There will be by the end of the day.
So, get your tickets at deadmentalkpod.com and come down because we're releasing lineups every week. We release a new person, don't we?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're looking fucking class.
Lineup of the week. Do.
We do have a lineup reveal of the week.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Whether you're listening in your car or your man cave.
Sad little shed.
Sad gay
If you are
little
listening to a
shed.
sad gay little shed, why don't you just fucking hang a noose off it
Yeah, I dare you.
Yeah.
I fucking dare you to kill yourself.
next to that signed Paul Ince shin pad? Fucking top
Not
yourself.
even two, just one.
Just one.
Just one Paul.
Fucking kill yourself.
Talk.